everybody, and welcome to the After Hours Gaming League match between Team Groupon and Team Cedaron. Man, I'm terrible at names, but joining me is my great friend.
I'm an Immortal Kid, a Protoss and Terran gold level player from New Mexico.
OMG, LOL. So we're in our second to last week of After Hours Gaming League with Team Groupon. It's been a great season so far, and today we have this great medical industry tech company going against our Groupon heroes. And in the first match, we have Ginger versus Woole, a TVZ. Ginger has a 49% win rate this season versus Zerg and 50% all-time versus Zerg. He's been working his butt off this season and has been remained top gold for most of the season. And he has a 48% win rate on this 4-player map Frost. Woole, on the other hand, he is top gold. I believe he's number 1 currently, 63% versus Terran and 57% all-time. So he has been playing a lot. When those percentages are closer together, you do see more consistent play from that particular player. But he has a 54% win rate on Frost, which is typical as a Zerg player. You like 4-player maps. You love to be greedy. And things just go your way. And let's see if we're ready to go. An Immortal Kid, what are you going to do when the season's over?
I am not sure. Are you talking about AHGL season or like Blizzard season?
AHGL season.
I'm not sure. I'll probably start working on the projects that I've been planning for myself, and hopefully I'll do my taxes by when the season's over. Have to get on that.
You don't have that in yet?
No, not yet.
Oh God. Do you have an accountant or do you do your own?
I do them through TurboTax.
Okay. I've never used it. I have an accountant. I feel that the $160 I paid for that person is totally worth it. He saved me thousands of dollars from what I understand.
Oh, maybe I should go to HR Block and do it. I was gonna, have, what was his name? I Kill Strippers help me because he's an accountant.
Oh, wow.
Then after I beat him, he didn't want to talk to me that much.
Oh, that would have been so cool if he would have helped you out. Or if that was like what he had to pay you, like to win a best of whatever. Or
They're asking if Cedaron can be pink.
It's really not.
It seems like,
Yeah, it's not up to me. As long as it's consistent throughout, I don't see a problem with it.
Seems like their colors on their website are purple and pink.
That is cute. I mean, they do have a very medical vibe. Very sterile, very... Yeah, just sterile. Because I think of purple smocks,
Yeah. Their site is full of purple, so... It's like a lavender color. Interesting. Unsurpassed data integrity. Cool. Seems like they're in the medical record business as well.
Wow.
And we're about to go
into Frost LE between Woole and Ginger. So this map in ZVT, what do you like to do as Terran on this map?
Barracks, Marine, expansion, then get 4 Hellions, and I've started to try to use more Banshees because I don't use Banshees enough. And then after that, just drop 8 Barracks and go Marine, Widow Mine, some tanks.
And that's really good against Zerg. I believe that Banshees are underused in the ZVT matchup, or the TVZ matchup. I don't expect Banshees to be coming. And honestly, I don't really put spine crawlers down. And if I see Hellions, I'm like, okay, I don't really have to worry about Banshees. But you could go that way, and it could completely screw me.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're expecting the mass Hellions and you do the 6 Queen opening, Banshees are shut down pretty easily.
It's just that time when they're cloaked, especially if you're able to research cloak.
Yeah.
But spawning in the bottom left-hand position, we have that pink Zerg player representing Cedaron, am I right?
Yeah, Cedaron.
Cedaron, and his name is Woole.
And spawning in the top right, in the bottom right corner, we have our blue Groupon player. His name is Ginger. We could just call him Cedaron Med, so Ced Med would be the best thing to call him.
I'll definitely stick to Cedmed affectionately throughout this entire cast. Ginger has had pink looks more like purple. I think his monitor is outdated.
Yeah.
They're so funny. But Ginger's been a really consistent player this season, staying in top gold, practicing quite often, really taking in the community team meetings of talking about the matchups, which has been really beneficial to him, and he's really shown improvement this season.
Yeah, I think all of them have shown improvement from the first time that I saw them play to now. They're like playing consistently and way better.
In understanding the matchups, I believe like when you start playing in general, you it's kind of like kickball. You play it, you don't necessarily have a strategy, and you see how things turn out. But then when you start figuring out the matchups, the meta, what's happening during that particular season, you get an idea of how to play and then be able to then craft your own builds and understand logical next steps to distraction and interference in play.
Yeah, and Woole is going to take his hatchery first, and if you noticed, he did a nice scout pattern around his base before taking the natural, just to make sure there are no barracks.
And that's good for him, and honestly, when we had our matches together, every game, I
watched the replay and like attack moving around every corner. Except on the second game, you didn't see my proxy barracks.
You had a proxy barracks in the second game?
I had it on the ramp on the third. That's how the Marine got there to the bunker really fast.
You're so sly.
Both Ginger and Woole choosing the almost not incorrect, the unfortunate scout pattern. They're going to see each other at the latest.
But both players seem to be doing an economic opening. We are seeing that Reaper come out right now, and it's actually rallied in the right direction. We'll see his command center go down in the low ground in just a moment. His minerals are there, yes, and there she blows. And we are seeing a gasless opening from our Zerg player.
And his minerals are getting pretty high. He has something rallied. Maybe he's going to take a third?
That would be, that would be cool if you got a quick third. On this map, you can't necessarily go 3 hatch before pull because a Reaper could tear you apart. But
and here comes the Reaper, and the wings are right on time.
And Ginger might need a marker in to get that one, but not being able to kill it, having a second one, and not being able to.
Doesn't go for it either. He's trying to get no kills so far.
And we have Lings running across the middle of the map, not being able to defend, but the Queen is out, unfortunately. And I think Ginger really whiffed it. He could have had, 3 or 4 drone kills.
He got 1 kill.
Yeah, but this really, it could have. It paid for half of itself, I guess.
And here comes the Lings, and they're probably just gonna pick off the SUV.
Kill this. That is so annoying. Won't be able to finish that on the low ground, but he has 2 Marines coming out.
And he has, at somebody points, he has 2 unrallied SUVs.
Whoa!
And Ginger's getting ready to repair. I hope he doesn't cancel this. He can just move down with his Reaper and Marines. He's just gonna use the Reaper. And the Reaper's gonna...
And I do like this play from Woole. He's going for a 4-queen opening, gasless 4-queen, which is absolutely wonderful. Oh, wow, he's not moving out with his Marines.
And the Reaper went down. Ginger was too occupied trying to get that Overlord.
Oh, no.
But he's not going to have to cancel this.
Almost getting the SCV.
And 4 SCVs killed by Woole and all of that.
And Woole is quite ahead right now, 46-22 right now. This is why I like to go a gasless multiple queen opening. You have the best defense, early game defense ever, and even best Sky Terran defense is queen.
Yeah.
You have all that early, you have so much money, you get so many drones, and then you can figure out what you're doing once you defend the Hellions, and you easily attain your third. And he's taking that more, it's more of a passive third, actually, as opposed to a more aggressive expand forward.
Yeah, it's not on the pathway that Ginger's gonna have to take.
Stim getting researched right now. Now mining from 2 gas is Ginger. He needs to get his SCV saturation on his main up, and his natural doesn't seem... I mean, again, he just got it, but I think he feels a little bit of pressure. He got 2 Marauders out quite early, I believe.
Yeah, and double gas going down now for Woole. He has both of his gases in his natural, and he's dropping down a Baneling Nest.
And both of his evolution chambers. So we're going to see speed research first, and then we're going to see, yes, lair, and then we're going to see both upgrades from the evolution chamber, probably +1 carapace and +1 melee. And his Baneling Nest is out at a time to where when his lair is done, he'll be able to research pathogen, roly-poly, roly-poly skill immediately.
Something with a C.
Centrifugal hooks.
That's what it was.
Lone
and 2 Spores going down in the main.
Scared it drops.
Yeah, or Banshees, probably. 2 in the natural as well. The 3rd just got up. And Ginger getting combat shields as well. And he's gonna have 3 Marauders. Starport going down now. And we have 29 to 56 workers.
I mean, even with mules, that's not enough. I mean, Ginger needs to get another CC here soon. And how's his money? He's keeping his money low, so he's on a plan. He's on a mission. So
he's probably gonna move out when he has Stim and some medevacs. He's getting concussive shells as well. And
we haven't seen any Hellions at all.
Yeah, he's just gonna skip straight to medevacs probably, and maybe tanks because he's adding a factory or tech lab to his factory.
And this is actually a really scary time for the Terran because Zerg has not been slowed down at all this game, and he just put down his 2 macro hatches in his main. This is the point in which Zerg is about to just pummel, just non-stop aggression and bust. And we have Banglings in the front, and Ginger's...
Well, he doesn't have the roly-poly yet, so...
They could be picked off.
They could. And he's adding a depot, a second layer of depots, probably to try to stop these Banelings. He's preparing for it. I think he can see it.
He knows.
Yeah,
he knows what's happening.
Yeah. Here comes the Banelings.
And losing most of the Banelings in that bunker is down.
More Banelings being morphed. And I was
going to
say
stim out.
Now.
Split like a man! And it was good!
Have to split. Wait, but maybe these Banelings.
Nope.
No Banelings left. And he should have waited about like 12 seconds for his 1-1 to come in. That would have been very helpful.
Ginger's he's in the supply lead right now. He definitely needs to move up forward and definitely push some pressure on this 3rd base. There's a lot of 36 lings are in production.
Catching all these Banelings that are just morphing in, and all these lings are just gonna meet them at the tower. And Ginger, he could probably take his 3rd now. He has enough money. No upgrades yet. And roly-polies are gonna come in 10 seconds.
Oh no.
And about 13 Banelings morphing at the top. And Ginger is gonna run out of Stim ability. His Marines are getting pretty low. And
I mean, he's gonna lose all this.
Maybe a little bit of an overextension.
No, most definitely. I think he may have thought there was a base down there and he could have picked it off and maybe have moved back, but he just continued up. And there's so many, 26 more lings in production. Their 1-1 is done. Ginger is at 0-0. Where is NG base? He doesn't have NG base yet.
He has 1 at the bottom of his base, but he's not hitting anything. He's building turrets now. Maybe he expects Mulisks, but I don't think there's a Spire yet.
No, he's really content with probably staying on lair, getting his 2-2, and just keep pummeling the Terran player, because in all honesty, if you can keep a Terran on 2 bases and you have not been slowed down or stopped, you can just keep putting on the pressure, because the Terran has no other choice. There's no... Wait a minute, let's see.
Let's see how these tank shots do. And Bailey's not hitting the supply depots, but that's probably going to supply block Ginger. And I don't know, I can really see how many... Ooh.
That was, yeah, it was enough.
Just enough, barely. Unless he wastes all his Bailings on the... Now Ginger's gonna have to move away his SCVs.
Do some fancy footwork on this one for sure.
And he's morphing Bailings right in his base.
How BM of him. But honestly, the confidence. And they all die. And 2-2 is about to finish, and we have so many Lings on their way over, and Spire nearly finished.
And the Mutalisk transition is going to hurt a lot since he's making 3 Marauders at a time. And no upgrades yet. They're on their way now. And just the stream of Lings.
Dying as they come up, but not being able to take out these Banglings, they're just being morphed right in front of him.
But he's supply blocked, so...
Oh, that's terrible.
That's all he's ever going to get, basically. And we're going to see Woole just eventually take this. Slowly but surely making too much Zerg to handle.
That's what happens when you can't slow down a Zerg. It just gets out of control, especially when the Zerg is confident on his third base macro timings.
And more Bailing's going to come up.
And this stream of Lings is not going to stop.
No, they're going like through the middle of the map.
But he's not really pushing up the ramp yet. I think he's going to wait till all these Banglings just pop. And we do have the GG, and Cedmed has taken this game #1 in this best-of-5 series. So what do you think Ginger should have done differently in that game?
Probably not overextend once he helped that Baneling bust the first time, and then taken a third and defended with tanks and bunkers.
And I definitely think he should have integrated a Hellion, like, you know, when mid-game starts, you have those Hellions that are out pushing back creep as well as trying to deny third, or, you know, just get some easy pickoffs.
Yeah, and probably also transition into Hellbats. Hellbats take a lot of Baneling damage just for you.
For sure. So next up is Droz and BigThunder. A ZVZ. We have a mirror matchup. We're going to go ahead and look at those statistics. So Droz, after learning the splendidness of the Pharaoh build, has maintained a 75% win rate versus Zerg this season in his division, and a 57% win rate all time. And on Habitation, he feels really good about it. It's 57% win rate. Unfortunately, BigThunder has not been laddering on this particular account. He has 0% this season, 0 of all time, and actually he has a 100% win rate on Habitation, but I think it's because of he went against another race once on that map and won. So we will have to see how this is going to play out necessarily. I am really confident with Droz. I've seen him do that. He likes the Pharaoh build. He was shown it. He likes it. He's been understanding ZVZ very well lately. And I do like the ZVZ matchup. It's, as much as people may give it a little bit of a crazy flack, I believe if you can be decent at ZVZ, you're good at anything. You can multitask through anything because it's just so quick and it's so micro-intensive.
Yeah, and like if you don't split that one Ling to attack the Baneling, then all your Lings died, and then like you lost the game. Like that was it, one explosion. Goodbye 20 Banelings.
Mm-hmm. No, it's for sure. Sucks. And I think we're nearly ready for the ZV. And I love Habitation Station. I love that map so much. It's so fun. Maybe because, you know, Scarlet and Bomber.
Scarlet and Bomber.
But,
you know, people taking the gold, and then you just pull your drones. You're like, too greedy, I win.
Or if you're Terran, you just lift to the gold and just racks all in.
That doesn't work anymore, though.
Oh, will it?
If you Zerg, if you see Terran lift, your Overlord will be like there around the moment that they're landing.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're only gonna have 6 or 7 SCVs. You just pull your like 12, 14 drones and go, because they don't have enough money to wall it off immediately. And you just win the game like that. And then all they can do is like lift up their CC and make you waste time. But from then on.
But for all those bronze leaguers that don't move their overlords in TVZ, it may work for you. But spawning in the top right-hand corner, he is our Cedmed hero. He is the pink Zerg player. His name is BigThunder.
And spawning in the top left corner, he is our blue Zerg hero. He is the Groupon champion, Droz.
Woo! OMD. Okay, so ZVZ, we're probably going to see Droz, you know, incorporate the Pharaoh build, which is 14 gas, 14 pool, 15 hatch, 16 queen, 18 into supply block, where you make a Bangling nest and 2 overlords, and then it's non-stop Ling harassment.
And BigThunder going for 10 drones first, and then the Overlord. I've always wondered if it's better to do, 9 drones, then Overlord, than the 10th drone, or just 10 drones and then Overlord.
I think
So we're about to see, like, the money income, I guess.
Well, Droz is already at 14 drones.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait a minute. BigThunder's continuing to make this gas. He went earlier gas.
He did, by a little bit. And he only has 1 drone on it, though. And his Overlord's, like, almost all the way on the other side. And Droz, his Overlord's probably going to see this other one. They're even in drones right now, not anymore. So 14 to 14. But the gas is going to be faster for Droz, I think.
No, absolutely. It looks like their gas is even right now, though. No, actually, Droz is just a little bit ahead. I wonder why BigThunder decides to put one in and then another. Maybe it was a mistake and he's sending out a drone.
2 drones.
What?
Is he gonna just spine crawler?
Oh, double spine crawler?
That.
You have to 10 pull if you do that, though. It doesn't work otherwise.
And Droz taking his base now. I'm not sure, man. We're about to see something interesting. There are currently 16 to 14 workers in favor of BigThunder. And speed being researched first by Droz.
BigThunder just leaving his drones idle, not necessarily. Well, he's gonna scout around, but I don't necessarily see what's up here. But is he gonna do it? Is he gonna put it? No, he's gonna scout.
I'm not sure what he wants his gas for either, because he hasn't spent it yet.
Wow.
Scout around. What happened to the other drone?
Behind the net. But I mean, Droz should see us. Yeah.
There we go. Spine crawler going down.
Yeah, Droz should see this, and he's taking care of it.
And the second, is he just gonna?
He's gonna put 2 up, but he has no lings to really reinforce.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing.
The lings are idle in his base right now.
Oh no!
And he's gonna wait for the expansion to come up to put another one in the expansion. That's a very good move. I like that one because. And there goes the link to not defend the expansion. They're just gonna.
I don't think he even notices it. But to be honest, with speed about to finish, or if speed is finished, Droz is be able to do a lot of work on him.
He's playing in green versus red, so we can definitely see the red.
Okay.
And he's. I would send his queen down, honestly.
Uh-oh.
I think he can get it with these. Maybe?
Maybe. I mean, his lings that pop for sure.
His lings are down, yeah. And these lings are gonna get the other. And BigThunder is gonna be very defensive right now.
He needs to be. He's droning pretty hard right now too, and he doesn't know that there's a lot of lings coming his way.
The Bailing Nest is up for Droz, and still gas being mined a lot by BigThunder. I'm not sure if he's just gonna drop a Roach War in, and okay, his expansion's going down now, and here comes a lot of lings, and a couple Bailings being morphed, like right in front of the ramp.
It does look like Droz has a very commanding position in this game. I don't see what BigThunder can do right now, other than... Oh, he's going to go right after the... Oh, boom.
And the production tab, 14 lings on the way for BigThunder, and 18 for Droz.
He did lose... He lost 7 drones on that, and not having his natural right now is going to be completely detrimental to his game. Oh my gosh, we have 24 lings in production from Droz.
And it seems like he's rallying all of them over to the base.
And these lings are still speedless. BigThunder's lings are still speedless.
But Droz's lings just directly rallied. They aren't going to be fighting for a little bit.
And actually, Droz taking sort of a fight that he can't really engage in right there with not having enough lings. He needs to morph some banglings, and there he goes. Morphing a few banglings. Going to be able to, you know, It's just a matter of time before. Well, what's the drone count right now? It is 15 to 14. So I mean, it's relatively even. But Droz has his natural.
And another spine being rebuilt by BigThunder. And from here on, Droz is just gonna, I think, just make length and go, right? Like
Yeah, he's just gonna go up and in and kind of take some bit of a fight and then bring his banglings up. I mean, they're all kind of on the same control group, it looks like, but this will be a pretty good hit here.
That was a great hit, and then
all the drones will die. And there you have it, Droz executing the Pharaoh build in such great fashion that he did get a W from Team Cedmed in this best of 5 series. On scoreboard. It didn't seem that BigThunder was necessarily prepared for. I mean, he is in Bronze League.
yeah,
But he needs to not take his gas so early, and if he's going to get gas for however long, only get it for enough time in which you're going to spend it. With the Pharaoh build, you do bank gas because it just makes it so that when you're ready to go to lair and you're ready to defend your natural and start getting it saturated, you're able to make a good deal of mutas quickly because you want to have that muta lead as well as getting that +1 air carapace so that you're able to get like have the
take more
upgrade lead.
hits, even if they have like 1 more Mutalisk. You can still take like 3 less damage.
Absolutely. So next matchup will be WolfBrother versus Mintz, a TVT, my favorite matchup. This season, WolfBrother's been working really hard, staying in top gold. 48% this season versus Terran, 50% all time, and 50% on Polar Night, which is the same map he played a TVT on last week, in which he won against. What team was that? Gardner, wasn't it?
Garmin?
Garmin, the Garmin group, yes.
Yeah.
And Mintz has a 50% win rate this season against Terran, 50% all-time. And what actually is his rank? So he's also a Bronze League player, so I don't necessarily know how well he's going to play, if he's going to be a more standard or a less standard player that does things that may be able to confuse our WolfBrother.
Yeah.
I mean, from WolfBrother, we've seen very solid TVT action. He loves his getting 2 bases.
His Reaper expand into bio.
Yes, and using tanks in the TVT matchup is something we saw last time.
Yeah. There's a really nice fluctuation all the time with TVT, where it goes from Marine tank, then you add Banshees, then the next meta is people go Hellion Banshee, and then they start going mech, and then Marauder heavy bio beats mech, and then they go back to Marine tank. It's a nice dance of shifting strategies all the time.
That's what I really like about TVT is you have so many. Terran has so many options. They have 1 million units, 1 million upgrades.
Protoss has more. Like, you get to Cybercore and you get to choose like 1 out of 3 things to do, and they can all be really cheesy. Every single one of them.
Yeah, that
Do I want to build the unit that flies and kills workers, or the unit that can't see and kills workers, or the unit that I put in a warp prism and kill workers? Like, which unit do I go this match?
They all happen to kill workers.
Yeah. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. Mintz.
He's ready.
Okay.
And the countdown is on. We're about to enter Polar Night, a 2-player map with a snow tile set. I do like this map a lot. I like where I can put overlords, but that has nothing to do with TVT. But, I mean, necessarily in TVT on this map, you're going to see them, probably both players do a Reaper expand, and it's really easy to defend that optional back third base with the destructible rocks to your Terran, because you can make supply depots around those high grass area, so that when people A-move at it, they can't get back there or see it to attack. So it's kind of like this weird thing, because if you're caught up in the midst of, micro in and wanting to harass, you'll send stuff back there and not think that you're going to have to micro it when it gets up there.
Yeah.
But spawning in the southernmost position, we have our pink Sedmed player. He is a Terran. His name is Mintz.
And spawning in the topmost position, we have our blue Groupon player. His name is WolfBrother.
Woo! Again, I mean, we've seen these players all season. A lot of dramatic improvement, a lot of great community get-togethers and talks about the meta and becoming better at the game, which I'm very proud of these players for.
Yeah. It's always good to practice with buddies, even if they're better than you. You can only get better, but playing a better opponent, like in that one movie. So even if you get crushed by, 50 games in a row by your teammates, you're still getting better somehow.
I definitely believe that. That's why losing to me is just as important as winning.
And WolfBrother probably going to build his barracks now, and then he's going to see his, gas at 13, as always. See what Mintz does. Mintz? Not getting his barracks yet.
And he does have quite a bit of minerals piling up right now.
Is he gonna... Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I was expecting him to, be really manly and just go
CC.
command center first.
Oh.
Like, Flash can hold it. I'm Terran. I can hold it. That would be my rationale for it.
Oh, I love scouting and seeing CC first. I was like, great, I'll take a quick third then. Well, I'll play this out with you. That's cool.
And Mint's not, opting to not scout yet. WolfBrother probably... Oh, he's gonna get a Marine first and then a Reaper.
And what's the rationale with that?
I am not sure. I like to go Reaper first. Maybe because he didn't have enough gas, so he doesn't want to waste the one production cycle.
Okay.
If he doesn't go for the Reaper now, yeah, he's probably gonna get a factory then.
Okay.
I normally build my gas at 12, so as soon as the barrack comes out, I just have to wait for one more trip in the refinery to build the Reaper.
Okay.
So I never had to build a Marine first. And Mintz building a Marine and not completely walling off. And he's gonna be supply blocked, but he can drop a CC now. And
yeah, his minerals are getting really high at the moment.
Yeah. And factory going down by WolfBrother. He's probably gonna stop at 3 Marines and get the reactor. Or
4th Marine.
Or is he gonna get his gas now? He's getting his gas.
Do you think he's going Banshee right now?
I think he's going Banshee. Or Widowmine Marine drop. We'll see what he gets with this factor. If he gets a Tech Lab, it's mostly Banshee.
Definitely smells like Banshee to me.
Command center being built by Mintz. Another barracks being added. He could add a 3rd barracks too. He's getting his first gas finally. And, Tech Lab and Starport.
Definitely looks like Banshee to me.
Yep.
Oh, this is exciting. So this gas timing from Mintz, what do you think this means?
He forgot to get gas.
Oh no.
And it's just gonna go bio.
Okay.
He's probably not very used to playing this often.
Okay.
Either that or he's gonna take a sneaky command center. That would be very, very risky right now because he has 4 Marines to defend everything, and he missed his mule, so his mule's not doing anything. It's just rotating around.
Oh no! No!
And let's see, Banshee going down, Cloak going down too.
Wow, this could be absolutely devastating. I mean, there's really, it's going to take out quite. I mean, there's not many SCVs here.
Yeah.
Right now, so this is going to be, and we see the supplies completely different. 37 to 26 at the moment. We'll have to see how this comes along.
WolfBrother getting a Widowmine, and he's probably going to put it at the corner of his base as well, just in case there's another Banshee play from the other player.
That's good meta.
Yep, and Mintz just starting along really slowly. And the Banshee's going to come out now, and it's going to get here around 7:15. And Cloak's going to be done at 7:30. I know my Terran timings.
They're good timings, man.
7:10. Oh, I'm gonna miss it on the Banshee. It's gonna be slightly late. That's That's fine, you know.
It looks like this is going to get a lot of work done. We don't have a scan from Mintz just yet. We don't have enough energy. We're about to.
And do you think it's going to wait for Cloak?
No, he's just going to go. He could just go.
Yep. And here come the Marines.
WolfBrother getting a lot of work done right here.
5 workers, 6. And if he's watched the GS, ooh.
What he does it, and he's ooh,
yeah.
and he gets out. He gets out with his life. And he does he have another scan? Yeah, he does have one more scan. And here comes a second Banshee.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mintz has to, you know, just drop a turret right now in each line.
Where's workers? 17 to 33 workers right now.
And is he going to use both Banshees in the same mineral line? He should have uncloaked.
Yeah, save the power. Stopping the SCV to make the turret.
And he can just move in again.
But WolfBrother not microing, taking out buildings instead of working on workers.
Being kind of busy, you know, expanding and doing his thing at his base. And
keeping both of these Banshees alive!
Yep, and he's gonna get the worker building turret again.
Oh my gosh! Will he get out of it? Whoa,
yep.
He did. And WolfBrother, in the meantime, is securing his natural. He has almost 30 supply up. He has a tank and quite a few Marines out. Does he have his engineering base yet? No.
He's building them right now and adding 2 more barracks.
And his money is so low right now. We have Mintz walking around checking out if he can get these Banshees, just kind of chilling outside, but really not. The Banshees have returned. He needs to turn the cloak off that one Banshee, man.
It's gonna turn off by its own.
That's cool. And we're starting to see WolfBrother get into where he's really comfortable. He gets his barracks, he gets his second base, and then he starts making that ant line of Marines and has them march straight down to this base.
And he's adding another tank, getting his reactor on his starport. And sieging up his tank, so now he feels safe, and he's repairing his Banshees, which is a very good move. And letting his minerals go up high. I wonder if he's going to build another command center now.
Mintz really needs to make SCVs right now. He has quite a bit of money. He needs to just put it, just non-stop SCV production and dropping mules good. So he's dropping mules, getting more SCVs. He just needs to get his macro up so that he'll be able to make great, make units so he'll be able to actually do things.
And Stim being researched now with combat shields by WolfBrother. I was wondering where Mintz's money went through, and he just built a bunch of Marauders.
And where is his upgrades? 0-0, but so is...
Yeah, so is WolfBrother.
But his +1 attack and shields are coming in.
And no armory yet, but at this point it doesn't really matter. And the army's moving out now.
WolfBrother's moving out with a Viking, 2 Banshees, a bunch of Marines, and 3 tanks. And what's in pursuit? Medevac and 2 Marines. And he will continue to macro. And by the time he gets down here, I mean, Stim won't necessarily be finished, but he'll be able to siege up that area and call it his own for a good minute until he's able to really push it in with Stim.
And Mintz has a tank in the high ground, almost protected by a turret, so if a Banshees try to come pick it off, they're gonna have a little bit of a hard time. And WolfBrother just, you know, setting up in front of the third. He's adding a command center at home, and then just dropping more barracks and just start macroing really hard.
This is really good place from WolfBrother, staying on top of his aggression as well as his macro.
And the medevac being used to spot.
And pulls a chunk of Marines out, which will die to WolfBrother, but will also pull Marines into a tank line. But
he's gonna. Ooh, these Banshees are cloaked though, and no scan yet, so the Banshees should focus the tank. And now he's doing it, and WolfBrother's just gonna move up closer.
Yeah, his 1-1 got finished just in time, or his 1 shield, what was it? No, his 1-1 finished just in time, and he was able to take that fight, even though he kind of was damaged and was going into a bigger marine ball, and it looks like WolfBrother, uncontested, is going to be walking into this base.
And probably it's going to be walking up the ramp. There's just one tank to defend.
And 2 Cloak Banshees.
And more units just streaming down the middle of the map. We're going to have to see Mintz GG soon.
WolfBrother taking such a commanding position in this game, exercises him early harass with Cloak Banshees, as well as being able to macro behind it in order to do this Marine tank push with Banshees and Viking Medivacs to win him this Game 3 in this best-of-5 series between Groupon and Cedmed. So it's game point right now. Cedmed needs to be taking this next game in order for them to get to a legitimate ace match, or we can do the ace match for lulz. Either way, esports wins.
That's correct. Esport always wins when StarCraft is being played on streams.
Mm-hmm. But this next game may be a little bit more even because both guys are unranked. EksOr, I know, plays fairly constantly against people, or actually I don't even know, but he's an okay Terran player. I mean, he's definitely like high silver as far as I can imagine. Let's go ahead and look at those statistics for this game number 4. We have 2 unranked people with 0-0-0s all the way around. And this is a TVT, right?
Yes, it is.
It is a TVT. So we'll have to see what different, less standard things both players employ in this matchup on Heavy Rain, a 2-player map that it has some benefiting chokes, some good high ground positions in which Terran can take advantage of. There's also a large area to drop in the main. So we'll see what our players decide to do in this matchup. Yesterday, I think I went against the same guy before. His name is Gideon, and he does planetary. He makes an expand. Makes it a planetary, walls it off, and goes Mass Reaper. I mean Mass Raven. And
cool.
I always lose to it. I was so mad about it that I wrote down the build and I put it on Brocraft, and I'm gonna share the replay with people. And I found like 2 more replays on sc2replays.com where he does it. So I think people would enjoy it. But it's very Wings of Liberty. I remember that was a thing in Wings of Liberty.
It's planetary on your natural?
Natural, and then you wall it off with a barracks, a supply depot, and
you just go Mass Raven.
Yeah, you make 2 tanks on top of that.
Yeah,
but to like protect your 3rd or the mineral lines or wherever you're protecting, but then just go Ravens, and then when you get 4 of them, just go to the 3rd, drop auto turrets, leave, and it's
and you snipe it.
Oh, it's so terrible. And then you have so many in a few. I wrote it down. I'll send it to you, but
that sounds fun. I kind of want to try that.
It's very cool, and I'm sure that you could actually streamline it because I saw that he got a planetary, and I was like, why does he have a planetary? And I was like, I gotta bust this guy, and and he engineering bay blocked me. He didn't even wait for the drone. He just blocked me.
Yeah.
So
interesting. I am definitely excited to try that now. And we're ready to go, and the countdown's gonna go in a bit.
Countdown has started.
There we go.
We are about to be on Heavy Rain, Ellie. It's very red. Reminds me of the mesas out here on the west side of Albuquerque. Oh, so he JasanFafon?
Yeah, JasanFafon.
He is bronze, actually. He landed a bit.
And EksOr not getting on that ladder yet.
No, that's my goal over the course of this next year and before the next season is for him to do ranked.
I have a hard time doing ranked. I get scared on ladder.
I just do it, and if I lose, it's okay. I'm over losing now. That's what I would get pissed off about.
Yeah, that's good.
So spawning in the bottom position, we have that guy who is ranked as bronze, JasanFafon.
And spawning in the top left position, we have our blue Groupon player. His name is EksOr, who's still not ranked.
and which needs to before the next AHLG or after hours gaming season. TVT again, gonna be some less standard play here.
Jason kind of scouting around his base, I think. That's good, but if I was going to Proxy Marauder, I would put it in the natural. And just Proxy Marauder with Concussive Shell can do so much damage against Terran.
That's terrible.
And then you follow it up with Hellbat drops in their mineral line, and it's just so annoying.
You know how to do all the most terrible things. You're like, you play Protoss, you played Protoss mostly in the day, but now that you're a Terran player, you apply all your Protoss fundamentals of, like, inflicting pain and sadness. It makes you a really versatile player.
Yeah, I think most of my builds were really cheesy and annoying, and that's how I got, like, good at Micro. So I always chose one thing that I'm just gonna pursue, and Micro constantly, like, dropping 2 Immortals back in their mineral line. And even if I don't kill him, it just gets to a point where, like, people get so annoyed with it.
They're just off their game. They just want it to be over.
Yeah. And they commit, like, 5 Vikings to, like, Sniper War Prism. And then you show up with a bunch of High Templars and Zealots. And all they made was Vikings and Marines to try to snipe it.
The lulz. The lulz.
Yep. And JasanFafon. Probably not going to get its orbital command just yet. Neither of them getting an orbital command. And a reactor first for EksOr. I wonder if he's just going to go 2 Reapers.
He's going to have the gas for it, for sure.
He is. And there's a critical number of Reapers, like 4 to 5, that if you just get him in the Terran and he doesn't have enough defense, the game is over.
We had a CC on the high ground. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And let's see if he builds 2 Reapers. 2 Marines. Interesting. And he's
sending them straight down there.
Yep. No, he's rallied into his base now. He fixed it. And a factory. Alright.
Quick 1-1-1 play. I like this. Nothing wrong with that. It may hit at a certain time where, you know, JasanFafon may have a little bit of a soft period in which he won't have that much stuff. He's getting the second barracks right now.
But he's definitely up on workers by 3.
No, is he getting his 3rd barracks? Can he get his 3rd barracks? No, he's getting gas right now.
He's getting gas. He could get his 3rd barracks now. I would opt for the orbital command center first, but he's going to have 2 CCs, so it doesn't really matter at this point if he gets it after his CC lands. And the factory, I wonder if we're going to see the switch. Yep, he's going to lift up and build a couple Hellions and probably move out. Let's see if he just goes with 2 Hellions or 4 Hellions. Not building stuff yet. He's adding a starport.
There we go, 2. And he needs to put a supply depot down. He's getting really close to being... Oh, there he goes. Good EksOr. Duncan supply block.
And another reactor on his barracks. Jason taking his natural now.
And adding 2 more barracks. 4 barracks? 4 naked barracks.
Yep. And not really defending it. He's up in his base, but he should probably move down with his Marines. And really, they're both playing almost in the blind. JasanFafon completely playing in the blind. Didn't even move out to scout. And a medevac going up. And yesterday I learned that 4 Hellions being dropped in a medevac are really annoying, so...
And he's making 2 more, so I imagine he's going to be putting whatever he's going to be putting in the medevac, and then the rest are going to be pressuring the front.
Yep. That would be the ideal situation.
No, and this is a very strong 1-1-1 timing, especially when you have someone that doesn't have a natural that's really protected with a bunker.
He's moving out now, and the medevac's going to come as well. I wonder if he's just going to elevator everything into the main.
That would be really cool. He could do it right over here in the backside of the base, and Fafon would not know.
Yeah, and especially since Fafon is moving down, he's moving out with Marines against Hellions.
Uh-oh.
We're going to see a clash. And
and they're on the line!
Oh wow. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, this is gonna be dirty. The flank.
Ooh.
They're not completely lined. And there goes Fafon's units. And now he's building 2 more barracks. And a bunch of workers are gonna get roasted right here.
Ooh. Does he have? Well, he's making stuff now, but I don't think it's gonna matter. These Hellions are gonna roast every Marine through.
He's just making Marines.
And even
so
SCVs if they try to repair.
That's a bunch of Marines. So they're not all lined up, so the Hellions can't really be that effective. But more Marines are coming down for EksOr. And now EksOr can probably drop his command center, which he's doing right now. He'd probably drop a second one. And on this map, it's very good to take the unexpected third, like at the corners. Then people think you only have 2 bases.
It just looks like he's going to camp right here, and with everything being rallied down here, it doesn't look like these Marines will be able to stay alive for too long.
And he has medevacs, which are just... No Marines are going to die, probably, anymore.
Mm-mm.
And he's going to park, like, right on the line of production.
And just take out all these SCVs.
Just I'm building more barracks at the side of his base.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that extra production is really going to hit it. He needs to have an answer for these Hellions. He really needed tanks.
Yeah,
just be able to protect his metro.
Yeah. And this is going to be game.
For sure. We see the worker count from 29 to 3 and the army supply 30 to 7. It is just a matter of moments before we see the GG for Team Groupon from Cedmed, and we will see Team Groupon take this best of 5 series between Cedmed, and there's the GG. Congratulations, Team Groupon, for winning this best of 5 series, and we will see if we will be doing the ace match for LOLs. Scoreboard.
I hope you.
14-1. GG's. If anyone's watching, we're waiting just a few moments. Yeah, they want to. Yay! We're going to do the ace match!
Nice. And... I wonder if they're going to send Woole.
He was the strongest player today.
Woole's going to ask. Oh, they're saying go Woole. He was the strongest player. Do you think it would be Woole against WolfBrother?
I would think, unless WolfBrother wants to send someone in who wasn't able to play this week. It's really up to him.
HJ Kim. Probably, I think that's the last player on the roster, right?
Yeah, is there anyone else in the chat from Groupon?
I don't think so.
No, I don't see anyone else either. I would like to see Woole play again. He was a very good player. Definitely platinum material.
It's interesting to see, gold players that are on the verge of platinum. Somebody was telling me that I should get an MMR tracker and see how many games I have to lose so that it balances my MMR back to platinum. It doesn't matter really if they whisper to you or not.
And we'll see BigThunder. He was the Zerg player from the ZVZ between Droz and EksOr. So that's pretty even. That's even. I think that's even.
I think it's even, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, somewhat. I mean, EksOr, he likes his early timings, but he's not a very... I mean, he doesn't find a lot of confidence with his macro. Oh, this is so exciting.
It's going to be on Yansu.
So we know that EksOr does not have statistics. EksOr doesn't have statistics because he's unranked like in everything, but I'll go ahead and try to take a look at BigThunder real quick. Where's BigThunder? BigThunder. View profile. Match his... No.
You have it on the draw statistics as well. See, all played.
Yeah, but that's against Zerg, though, not against Terran.
Oh, that's right, not against Terran.
So, his race report that we're looking at right now, current season, Zerg versus Terran, he has a 14% win rate. He has lost 6 games, only won 1 all-time. Same. And then his map report on Yansu. For all-time on Yansu, doesn't look like he's ever laddered on it. Very weird. So, we do see EksOr in a bit of a good position on this. And we'll wait for the players to kind of get together, go back to that scoreboard. I wonder who they're going to face next week.
When does the season end, by the way?
Next weekend is actually the last.
Okay.
So, and I won't be able to do it live. If you would like to do it live on your stream, that would probably be much appreciated. I could probably join you on the stream.
Okay.
I have to figure it out, but I would really like it if it was live in someone's hands. You know?
Okay, I can do it. Do you want me to ask another Chobo Lobo?
That would be cool too. Actually, if you could make it your guys' own, that would be cool because I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to make it, but the graphics will be ready for you.
Okay, cool. We'll talk more about that once we're done with this game.
Awesome.
And then I'll add WolfBrother as a friend so I can coordinate with him.
And here we go.
And I can definitely do it live.
Good. And here we go on Yansu. A great 2-player map. I would say it's even for both Terran and Zerg. The short rush distance makes reinforcing Marines very easy. Makes for reinforcing Zerglings very easy. For Zerg, it's harder to take a third on this map or to secure a third, especially if the Terran player will be doing a 2-base aggression that lines up with a 3rd base timing from the Zerg.
And there's also that ramp of death that Zerg hates against Protoss near the 3rd. Whereas Terran, you can build 2 barracks and then do the Maru build.
You can stop that type of talk because I'm going to tell you about our blue Terran player spawning in the bottom left-hand position. His name is EksOr, representing Team Groupon.
And in the top right position, we have our pink player. His name is BigThunder.
And will he bring the thunder in this game? Maybe he's more confident. Well, actually, in the statistics, he wasn't as confident with Terran, but again, EksOr does. I thought that 1-1-1 play was actually greatly timed. It was executed very well.
Yeah, and it would be very good against Zerg as well. And EksOr sending. Oh, I thought he was gonna send his SCV. It was rallied like on the bottom of the ramp. And I thought, oh, he's gonna start walling off the natural. Like that's a first.
That would be very, very, very un-EksOr of him. Was EksOr the gentleman that did the proxy 2-racks?
I think
no, that was Milk and Cheese.
Yeah, that was Milk and Cheese. That's right. It's a 6-player for Groupon that did it on this map, right?
Yeah, he put
it was like on the side of the 3rd, exactly where against Protoss with Marines.
Really good play. Really good play. We were screaming.
Yeah,
we were so happy.
I just like it when the underdog pulls it up.
Takes those risks, does that cheese.
And gas first, again, for BigThunder.
And how many people will you put in gas? Just 2?
2.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 2 at 14, and now?
Moving to drones again. Okay, he's building a he's building a hatchery. I was gonna say, like, I hope he doesn't try to sunken rush him. 'Cause that's not really gonna work.
No, unfortunately not. But still getting gas. And is he getting that Reaper? No, he's gonna go ahead and get that reactor. It looks like he's probably doing the same build. At least that's what it's kind of looking like. Getting gas this early, I'm not necessarily sure what to do. He will be getting a spawning pool mount. Maybe he'll pull stuff out when he has enough to get gas, or maybe he'll go straight to lair, or maybe try to do some type of roach baneling bust.
And then, yep, reactor first again is pointed by Ginger. I believe I would use the same build. It worked before, right?
Yeah, and it's, I mean, TVT and TVZ it would work. TVP it could work. I don't necessarily know what. You'd have to read what the Protoss is doing.
I think 4 Hellions can kill a Stalker in like 3 volleys completely.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. I know 4 Reapers, if you micro them and pull back the injured one, can kill a Stalker. So.
BigThunder getting this really risky scout off. He's gonna have to.
Oh! Are you seeing this?
He is proxying a third hatch.
Awesome. I wonder if he's gonna get Roach Warren. Whoa, yeah, everyone's reaction.
Everyone's stoked. Except this Overlord, which is about to die. Unless it can get on this high ground, or is that low ground?
That is high ground. Low ground, but, I don't think in the airspace it really matters. And he's gonna survive. Is it?
Oh, and it dies!
Proxy Stormhost, really? Interesting.
But, I mean, he doesn't really have that much gas.
Or layer tech, I would go roaches.
Yeah, just make roaches. Cause
I would have taken the top third because there's rocks over here. Well, you can go around. I should play Zerg more so I can figure out the kind of cheeses I can do like this. And here we go, reactor on his barracks. Starper going down. Are we going to see the Hellions being built?
Certainly. What did he just cancel?
Oh,
he's taking a command center. This is an earlier command center, right? So it looks like he's going to take it easy. This is more defensive. He is making Hellions right now. We are seeing the Baneling Nest come down, but again, we're not seeing enough gas come out of our Zerg friend right now. I mean, he needs to just drone very hard. I mean, we're at the 6.5 minute mark, and I would normally be at around 50 drones, or around 50 supply in general.
And EksOr scouting around for a third. Little does he know the third is on the other side of the map. And that is a very good move.
Yeah, it was a very good move. This is not something that... Because EksOr doesn't like to expand to begin with, and then to even take his third, it'll never get found out.
Yeah. And even after he kills it, there's not going to be many minerals left on that third.
22-27, army supply is in favor of EksOr, just for the moment.
Spinecrawler going down for BigThunder at the entrance of the main, and 1 on the third.
EksOr's feeling confident. He wants to move out right now.
And he has less Hellions than he did last time.
He got that. He got his natural early. He's just gonna put on some little bit of pressure, see how it'll cascade, if it'll cascade at all. Will we see Lings in production now that his Lings have seen that?
Let's see. BigThunder just adding another Spinecrawler, but he should probably build a wall in front of his ramp instead of just build Spinecrawlers like this.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Hellions can come in.
And he just made a huge round of drones. He just made 8 drones, so this could be deadly.
If EksOr moves right now, it definitely could. And he has 2 Lings spawning on the left side for his third.
And he's gonna get a run-in?
Oh, Lings, he knows the natural's not there.
Why didn't he try to... Oh my god!
I wonder if he's gonna go for the run.
He's gonna... Oh, but EksOr finally putting that up.
And pulls up the army from the attack back on the defense. Like, great move by BigThunder, like buying himself some time.
Totally buying himself
a lot of time, and now he's got to produce more stuff. And he knows there's Hellions, so... And the production tab, 14 Lings going down. And Lings, more Spinecrawlers being added on the third. These Lings being rallied on the third as well, and he's gonna
spend creep!
That is incredible.
What a boss! And he could get the flank real easy, just have stuff spawn in the back and then move it up to pincer?
And yeah, like even just put it on the ramp in between the natural and the third and just eliminate the rally. WolfBrother commenting that the depot should be raced again. He has 3 medevacs. I wonder if he's just gonna load up and drop. That'll be very useful right now. Is he gonna do it? Oh, there we go. Taking a move out of Barca's playbook. He knows how to win.
And he will drop, and layer tech is going down, and I don't think there's anything that can really stop this. There's nothing that in big proximity. This is going to be huge.
And Leng's running down on the other side of the map. And see how many workers. 13 workers, 16, 17, 20, 23. Which leaves us with 17 to 26 workers. And all these wings are going to die as well. He's got like a very good setup right now. Attacking into a wall of Marines and Hellions.
And with medevacs healing everything, just about. And I don't know if he's going to get this, but
even if he loses this base, he shouldn't tap out because he has spine crawlers in his other base and another base, and he's adding macro hatchery at the bottom of the map. So yeah, he's definitely not giving up this time.
And EksOr not having all of his, or did he put his Marines up there that were damaged? Are they? No, he just didn't drop 2 of them.
Field, yeah, the proxy force. And these broodlings hopefully can clean up some of these Hellions.
A little bit.
Well, not better at nothing, and he's just rallying third wings out.
And EksOr is pretty confident with everything that he just accomplished. He's pretty sure that his what is the worker count right now? 23 to 31. I mean, this third base and this spreading of this is just ridiculous. And he has 3 queens down there.
He tried to take the 4th, but doesn't notice that there's rocks.
And his spire is down. His spire is down.
And he can build about 5 mutalisks. And
which there are no missile turrets, and he could kill a lot of. This could be a very interesting game. It already is.
Yeah, and he's getting his layer again. He's pretty well defended in his natural, and he's gonna retake his maid. And hopefully he does it really quickly before the creeper sides and these buildings start bleeding. I'm not sure.
EksOr wants to take this death blow, but he's going to be going into a bunch of queens and spine crawlers. It's not going to be really awesome for him. And I guess Thunder's doing this without hotkeys?
Maybe.
Or control groups? Well, I do it without control groups.
He is not using control groups. If you switch to their vision, you can see the control groups.
I don't think I can with the game heart overlay.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So, EksOr has a bunch of control groups, and BigThunder does not, and that would explain why his sometimes his langs aren't rallied.
Oh, he's spreading too much creep right now. He's alerting. So this whole secrecy of this base is over right now.
EksOr notices it. Let's see. He's not looking at it. You can definitely see a glimpse of it on the minimap.
Did you see all these cancels at his? He just canceled a lot of larvae. Oh, okay.
Yeah, to make Mutalisk.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a good idea. Oh, but how are upgrades? Are there upgrades? Yeah, so EksOr is getting upgrades. He is macroing out a bunch of stuff. He did expand his natural. I mean, he needs to get more SCVs at his main, but I guess because they're all building right now is why there's nothing going on. But EksOr going to move in right now.
And I wonder if he's going to transfuse. Transfuse would be great.
Transfuse. The spines! No!
One spine goes down. The second one goes down. The third one goes down. There's just one spine. And EksOr doesn't know yet that he's not winning this.
We might have a base race situation right now. And yes, here come the Mutalisks. Will he just turn around? Will he move his whole army? Will he move his whole army? He is moving his whole army! Just stop those Mutalisks!
And he doesn't know about the third. I wonder if he... It seems like, yeah, he knows now. I think he dropped a scan, maybe? EksOr definitely knows there's, like, blocks of red down there. And
He's got to keep these
Now in
mutas
the
alive
lead-
right now.
Worker lead for BigThunder right now. Definitely catching a break, but definitely not using hotkeys is hurting him a lot because his larva is getting out of control. His minerals as well,
And he just started stim.
and his SCV is like in the middle of the map.
Not
Are
mining.
these mutas gonna? The mutas are not gonna see him.
Cedaron has a lot of money. He needs to get some gas right now. He needs to get some drones. Wow, but his main is back up.
And building 5 more mutalisks, and here comes EksOr's army like into this third.
He needs to move those queens back. Move those queens back into the spy crawlers. Yeah. But not being able, now he's gonna move everything and try to. But it's not gonna work. There's too many Vikings, too much bio. 1-1. I mean, yeah, 1 attack. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna be good. I loved this. If only BigThunder was able to use hotkeys with all of his larvae, he probably really could have won this game.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this was genius play. This was genius. And killing all of those lings as they come out, and we will see the death march up to this natural and the old main.
Yep. And really no response anymore. Tenlings on the way, but Tenlings aren't gonna do anything to these. The Spire goes down. And here comes the Death Army.
Oh, Army supply 86 to 5. Their workers 30 to 24. Yeah, EksOr just in a really commanding position. Hasn't lost too much this game. And now we're seeing that panic spine crawler wall that won't be up in time to stop it. We will see the GG from BigThunder in just a few moments. Unless, of course, EksOr doesn't push.
They'll be up. He's waiting for Stim. I think that's what he's doing. And how many spines go up? 1 spine, 2 spine,
Spore, 3.
3 spine, 4.
No, too much. And Stim is
and
finished.
That was a
GG.
wonderful ace match.
Yeah, that was a really good game, guys. It was really great to cast these games. I'd like to thank Team Groupon, After Hours Gaming League, Red Bull Gaming, Day 9 TV, as well as my good friend Immortal Kid. I love having you with me on the show.
Thank you so much. I've had so much fun doing these.
And now you'll be the guy in the cockpit next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe if I can stream in medium, because I normally stream in low quality.
You can stream in low. I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter as long as it's happening. That's really all that matters to me. I mean, I have the grace of having really great internet and a boss-ass computer, but it doesn't necessarily matter. But thank everyone for watching, and everyone have a fantastic